How long have you been sitting here?
Since 9:30. My kid was supposed to be home at 9, got back at 9:32. I counted every minute.
Counting minutes like you're collecting evidence. Are you preparing an interrogation or a conversation?
I just want to know where my kid went, who they were with, what they did. That's a father's responsibility.
Responsibility or need? Distinguish between the two before you open your mouth.
My kid is 16, sir. I have to know they're safe.
Safe physically or safe within your control? Those are two completely different things.
I don't understand.
You understand. You just don't want to admit it. You're not waiting for your kid to come home to make sure they survived. You're waiting to make sure you still have power.
That's not true. I really do worry about my kid.
The worry is real, but the way you worry is suffocating the very thing you're trying to protect. Let me tell you about a cycle. It'll sound familiar.
What cycle?
Control, resistance, fear intensifies. Stronger control, stronger resistance. Which round are you on?
I don't know. Maybe many rounds already.
Exactly. And with each round, the distance between you and your kid grows another inch. Now you're sitting here, phone in hand, counting minutes, preparing questions. Where's your kid?
They're in their room. They came home, said I'm tired, and went straight upstairs.
Got home 32 minutes late, saw their father's face, knew they'd get grilled, so chose the fastest escape route. I'm tired. That's a survival tactic, not disrespect.
But I have the right to know where my kid goes.
Having the right to know doesn't mean you have the right to interrogate like a cop. You're confusing being a father with being law enforcement.
I'm not interrogating. I'm just asking normal questions.
Normal? Let me ask you, how many questions did you ask your kid yesterday?
I don't remember exactly. 5, 6 questions, maybe.
And out of those 5 or 6 questions, how many started with who, where, what time, why?
Probably all of them.
Then you're not asking, you're investigating. And that kid learned one thing. The more I say, the more I get questioned. So silence is safest.
But if I don't ask, how will I know if something's wrong?
There's another way. It's called non-invasive presence. But you don't know that method because nobody taught you.
Teach me then.
First, I have to dissect what you're doing. You call it caring. I call it control theater. The performance of control.
What do you mean?
How many times a week do you check your kid's phone?
I don't check. I just sometimes look at who they're texting.
Sometimes is how many times?
Maybe 3, 4 times.
3, 4 times a week, you violate your kid's privacy, and you call that caring.
I need to know if my kid's in danger.
What danger? Be specific.
Bad friends, drugs, sex too early.
You fear those things because you don't trust your kid to make their own decisions. You see them as a 10-year-old who needs protection from every trap. But they're 16. They're learning to become an adult. And you're cutting that process short.
I just want them safe.
Safe in your arms or safe in their life? Those aren't the same thing.
I don't understand why you're saying I'm wrong. I'm just doing what a father has to do.
No, you're doing what a fearful father does. Afraid of losing control. Afraid your kid won't need you anymore. Afraid that one day you'll look back and realize you've become a stranger in your own house.
I am afraid. I'm afraid of losing my kid.
But the way you're doing it is the fastest way to lose them. You're pushing them away by trying to hold them close.
So, what should I do? Let go completely?
Letting go and releasing control are two different things. I'm not telling you to let go. I'm telling you to change how you control.
Change how?
Instead of controlling actions, you build trust. Instead of checking phones, you create safe spaces where your kid volunteers to share.
Safe spaces. Can you be more specific?
I'll give you 3 faces of control. Which one are you using?
3 faces?
1. Control through interrogation. Where did you go? With who? What time are you back? Why were you late? 5 questions in 1 minute. The kid feels like they're being interrogated. Result: they learn to lie or say as little as possible.
I do that.
2. Control through surveillance. Checking their phone, reading messages, tracking their location. You think you're protecting. Actually, you're teaching your kid that nobody's trustworthy, not even their own father.
But I do it because I love my kid.
Love doesn't justify invasion. You can love someone and still hurt them by loving wrong.
What's the 3rd face?
3. Control through predicting the future. If you do that, you'll ruin your life. I've seen it happen. You use your own fear to manipulate your kid's choices. Result: your kid doesn't learn to assess risk. They only learn to avoid your surveillance.
This hurts. I'm doing all 3.
Exactly. And that's why your kid came home 32 minutes late, went straight upstairs without a word, closed the door. Not because they don't love you, because they're exhausted from constant defense mode.
So, what should I do differently?
You need to learn a 4th form of control. It's called control through boundaries and trust.
Boundaries and trust sound contradictory.
They're not. Boundaries are the frame. Trust is the space within the frame. You set clear boundaries, but within those boundaries, you let your kid make their own decisions.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Instead of asking, "Where did you go and with who?" you say, "You need to be home by 10 p.m. If anything comes up, call me. I trust you know how to keep yourself safe."
But what if they're not home on time?
Then you don't yell, don't interrogate. You say, "You were 30 minutes late. That worried me. Next time, can you text me ahead?" You describe your emotion. You don't judge their behavior.
But that's no deterrent at all.
Deterrent isn't yelling. Deterrent is consequences. If your kid comes home late without notice, the consequence is next week they come home 30 minutes earlier. You don't explain at length. You just say, "This week you're home by 9:30. Clear, measurable, no argument.
I'm afraid they'll rebel even harder.
They're already rebelling, just silently. Your way is creating underground rebellion. The new way will create respect.
I want to believe you, but I don't know where to start.
Start by stopping 3 things and doing 3 things. Are you ready to listen?
I'm ready.
Good. I'll give you change orders. Write them down.
I'm listening.
Don't do. Number 1. Don't check your kid's phone. Don't read messages. Don't track their location unless they give permission. Cost of violation? You teach your kid that trust is fake, that words have no value, that love is invasion.
But what if I suspect something's wrong?
Then you ask directly. "Hey, I noticed you've seemed down lately. Want to talk about it?" No snooping, no interrogating. You open the door, let them walk through.
Got it. Next.
Don't do number 2. Don't ask more than 3 questions in a row about one topic. If your kid answers briefly, You stop. Don't push. Don't say, "Why are you giving me one-word answers?" You respect their boundaries.
3 questions. That's so few.
3 questions is enough to show you care. The 4th question is invasion. You're practicing restraint, not neglect.
And number 3?
Don't do number 3. Don't compare your kid to others. Don't say, "Your friend from the X family studies harder, behaves better." Every time you compare, you tell your kid they're not good enough as they are.
I do say that sometimes. I just want them to try harder.
But you're doing the opposite. You're killing their motivation by making them feel like failures before they even start.
I understand. So what are the 3 things I should do?
Do. Number 1. Every day, 15 minutes uninterrupted. No phone, no TV. Just you and your kid. You don't need deep conversation. You just need to be present. Eat together, take a walk, watch them do homework. Don't interrogate. Just observe and listen.
15 minutes. Sounds short, but it's actually really hard.
Because you've never done it right. You've always been present while your mind was elsewhere. This time, you have to be fully present. That's the greatest gift you can give your kid.
What's the second do?
Do number 2. One small promise each week and keep it absolutely. For example, Saturday I'll be home all day, or Thursday night I'll cook your favorite dish. Don't promise big, promise small, but deliver 100%.
I used to promise a lot of things and then forget.
That's why your kid doesn't trust your promises anymore. One broken promise weighs more than 10 kept promises. From now on, only promise what you're certain you can deliver.
And number 3?
Do number 3. When you're wrong, apologize first. No explanations, no but. Just one sentence. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Apologizing to my kid? I'm afraid of losing authority.
You're afraid of being wrong. People who fear apologizing are weak, not strong. Apologizing is a sign of someone strong enough to admit mistakes.
I've never apologized to my kid.
Then that's why your kid doesn't know how to apologize. They learn from you. If you're never wrong, how will they know how to fix things when they're wrong?
You're right. I feel ashamed.
Shame is good if it leads to action. Shame is useless if it only leads to self-pity. Which do you choose?
I choose action.
Good. Now I'll give you a chart. It's called the 21-day trust chart.
What chart?
A piece of paper, posted in the kitchen. Every day you write one line. Today I, small action, done. For example, day 1, I didn't check my kid's phone, done. Day 2, I spent 15 minutes at dinner with my kid without looking at my phone, done.
Why post it in the kitchen?
Because your kid will see it. You don't need to explain, you don't need to brag. Actions will speak. After 7 days, your kid will start noticing. After 14 days, they'll start believing. After 21 days, you've rebuilt part of the foundation.
What if I miss a day?
Right. Today I missed because reason. Continuing tomorrow. Don't hide it. Honesty about failure also builds trust.
I'm afraid my kid won't even notice.
Let them not notice. You're not doing this for praise. You're doing this to become trustworthy. The praise will come later, in the form of your kid voluntarily sharing.
How long until my kid opens up?
There's no timeline, but I guarantee this. If you do the full 21 days, you will change. And when you change, your kid will feel it. That's the beginning.
I want to start tonight.
Good. Then start with a simple action. Knock on your kid's door. Say one sentence. I'm sorry for asking so many questions earlier. I just wanted to say I'm glad you got home safe. Sleep well.
That's it?
That's it. Don't wait for a response. Don't add anything. Say it, then leave. Leave the door cracked open.
What if my kid doesn't answer?
Then you still do it. Because this isn't about your kid's reaction. This is about who you want to become. Do you want to be the father who controls through fear, or the father who leads by example?
I want to be the second one, but I'm afraid I can't do it.
Fear is proof you're changing. If you're not afraid, it means you're still in your old comfort zone. Embrace that fear and keep moving.
I'll do it. I'll knock right now.
Wait. Before you go, let me ask you one last question. Why do you want to control your kid?
Seconds. Because I worry about them.
Go deeper. Worry about what?
Worry they'll go down the wrong path. Worry they'll mess up. Worry they won't need me anymore.
There it is. You just told the truth. You're not controlling because you worry about your kid. You're controlling because you're afraid of losing your role. Afraid that if your kid doesn't need you, then who are you?
I never thought of it that way.
Now you have. And that's the starting point. A father's role isn't to be needed. A father's role is to teach their kid how to not need them. Teach independence, self-determination, self-protection. And then sit back and be proud.
But if I teach my kid to be independent, they'll leave me.
No, they'll leave the controlling version of you, but they'll come back to the real version of you. The imperfect version that can't control everything but loves authentically.
I get it now. I'm ready to try.
Don't try, do. Knock on the door, say the apology, post the chart, write day one, and from there every day you rebuild brick by brick.
What if I relapse? What if I control again?
Then you stop, acknowledge it, and start over. Nobody's perfect. But disciplined people are those who come back after stumbling, not those who never fall.
The old cycle. Control, resistance, fear, stronger control. I'll break it with a new cycle. Boundaries, trust, sharing, closeness.
Exactly. Write that down. Read it every morning before you get up. That's your reminder.
I'll start tonight. Knock, apologize, post the chart.
And one more thing. When your kid finally opens up, don't celebrate too soon. Don't say, finally, you understand me. Just sit there, listen, and say, thank you for trusting me.
Why?
Because this isn't about your kid understanding you. It's about you being worthy of trust. Flip the power dynamic. You're not the one granting favors. You're the one being granted trust.
I understand. I'll remember.
Good. Now stand up, breathe, knock, and begin the 21-day journey.
One last question, sir. What if after 21 days, nothing changes?
Then you do another 21 days. Because this isn't about results. This is about who you're becoming each day. And that person, whether your kid opens up or not, is already better than the person sitting here counting minutes and preparing an interrogation.
I'm ready. I'm going now.
Go. And remember, control through fear creates distance. Leading by example creates trust. Choose the second path.